What's up, guys? So today I'm going to show you a quick spell, how to remove negativity, how to remove negative energy, and how to cast off evil. The candle in the middle is my cleansing candle. The two blue candles are my cast off evil candles, and the gray candles are my negative repellent energy candles. Now, when you purchase my spell candles, you can purchase a variety of whatever you want according to the oils that I have. And if there is a certain candle that you decide that you need, then you can purchase a custom spell candle. And I have them in the mini size candles that you see there, which are 4 inches. Then I have these 6-inch gray candles, and then you, of course, the jumbo size that I always sell. So when you're working to remove certain energies and even entities and enemies among you, you want to always make sure that you're keeping yourself cleansed and protected. Because when the full moon arises, I see a lot of people waiting to start working on their enemies. And I don't always recommend that. I always recommend that you work on the enemy, protect yourself, and keep yourself cleansed. Those 3 things in order to have a great, successful spell. If you keep waiting until the new moon to work on people, and you're waiting for certain phases and certain days, you'll never really get nothing done. But I do know a lot of you like to work with the waning moon during the full moon, and a lot of you like to work during the new moon and it's waxing. When you have a full moon, there's a lot of different things that you can do. You can reverse, you can repel, you can cleanse, you can keep yourself protected, you can work on your enemies, hold them down, you can bind them. There's a lot of things you can do to go after the enemy and also to block them, to keep them away, to make sure they stay away and just automatically just go away. And I know a lot of you, you wait until, okay, I'm waiting until the new moon to do this. I'm going to wait until the moon to work him or her. That's not recommended. I want you to always know how to work any spell during any time. Once you get yourself adapted to working magic and you're okay and comfortable with working on certain days and working with certain hours, then you're going to find yourself being more successful because now you can work anytime. There are certain days which are beneficial, but not just during the new moon or the full moon. The new moon, as you know, is to increase, to bring in, to draw in this grateful love, money. You can work cleansing and protection as well. You can work blockbusters during the new moon and the full moon as well. You can also work on just creating a lot of positivity and success in your life whenever the new moon is waxing. When the full moon is in its waning stages and where the moon is growing smaller and smaller and smaller, it's decreasing. And when it's decreasing, that's the perfect time for you to work upon your enemies and any trouble and anything that is bothering you and just hurting you, pain. You can do your destruction jars, you can do your collateral damage jars, you can do your stay away jars, any type of jars, hell, you can do it. You can work on your witch jars as well. And I'm going to show you my take on my witch jars. And it's really simple, and I think everybody should have witch jars in their house. And I think everybody should have shut up jars in their freezers for people that bother you at work, for those of you that have businesses, just troublesome clients that just don't know, or customers that don't know when to leave you alone, don't know when to stop bothering you. If you're no longer working for them or servicing them, and or if they've been unhappy with something you've done for them in the past and they just keep bothering you, you need to keep that kind of energy away from you. Because some people, they just don't know when to leave you alone. And effing anytime you're in a situation where you feel like, damn, this energy just keeps coming around to me, you may be doing really good in your life. And that energy just keeps on coming around. Sage. Get yourself some fresh white sage. I sell white sage at the shop. This is what it looks like. And I just burn these on my altar. You can burn them in any variety you want, in bunches. And you can just take the tip and burn it. And just clear away that energy. If you have a personal altar, sitting in your room and lighting up some sage to just clear away the energy and the people around you as well that are just fucking with you consistently, bothering you, and blocking your blessings from coming forth, I recommend you start doing that. So for today, we're gonna work on just casting off the people in your life that no longer belong there, just the energies you've picked up daily. Also just ridding yourself of the unknown as well. I like working gray to remove that negative energy that keeps on coming around you. As much as you start cleansing yourself, working on yourself, and trying to stay positive, you're going to always find that there's a surrounding of heaviness that will keep coming back. And until you stop it and keep it away, it's going to keep on coming in, and it's going to come in heavier and heavier and heavier. Now, when you work your spells, I always tell you to work it on a heat-safe plate. You don't want to burn your house down. I find a lot of you working with too many herbs. And when I say too many, not too many in, having a lot of herbs to work with your spell, but just on your candles. You want to work with a minimal amount because you don't want to cause a fire on the work. You don't want that work to just burn up. You want to be able to read it. You want to be able to see what's happening and see how that wax is burning. I like to use blue to cast off that evil, to remove that energy and just send it away, to drive it back to where it comes from. Blue is great for working on happiness, healing, and just bringing a lot of positive energies. So I'd like to use the blue to cast that off so I could bring back in some great energy. And of course my white cleansing candle to clear away the things sometimes that you have no control over. Sometimes just going to work every day at a job you don't like. Sometimes being in a relationship with somebody you just can't get away from. Sometimes just having friends that you just hate, but they're just around still. It could be many reasons. You want to just cleanse yourself and your mind. You want to get yourself back into a good state of mind every single day. And until you learn to remove that and to keep it away, it's going to keep on hitting you left and right. It could send you crazy. And a lot of you get into the spirituality and you don't fully understand it because you're working with people that don't know shit about it. They really can't break down why you should be doing certain spells, what herb is good for this, what color candle you can use for that. I always tell you, use white if anything. Overall, white is universal. You can use white candles for every single thing. Yes, when you want to fuck the enemy up as well, you can. And for the prayer, everybody's prayer is going to be different. Everybody's going to have different reasons and different things of what they need to cleanse off, to cast off out of their life. And even some of you have bad habits, smoking cigarettes, drinking, hanging out with the wrong people all the time. You want to get it out of your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. You want it to be clear and cleansed with anything that you're working. So you want to always go into any spell clean. Wait for shit to happen to then say, oh my God, I'm stuck in a situation. I need this, I need that. I see a lot of you doing that. I see a lot of you doing that, especially for court cases. I see a lot of you doing that with your relationships as well. You know certain things are happening. You just let it eat up till it becomes nothing left. And then you're like, oh my God, she left me, he left me. You sat back and you watched the shit happen. You didn't remove the negative energies coming in. You didn't remove the negative people coming in. You didn't remove none of that. You let it sit there and you waited way too long than you should to do anything about it. Even if there's no problem, you don't want a problem. You don't want any problem to arise. So fix it. Fix it first. If you feel like, you know what, everything is going good, it's too good to be true, something may come in and just mess me up, get a reading to see if there's any obstacles that are coming in, if there's any unknown that you need to know about. Because when I do my readings, I tell you about the past, present, and the future. So depending on what question you ask me, it may be something in your past that's affecting your future right now. And I'll tell you that in that reading. For many of you that gotten readings from me, I tell you a lot of details in one question. You know that I break it down to you and tell you this and this and this is blocking you and this won't go nowhere. Like I tell you a lot, and I know a lot of you are scared to get readings, but I recommend you do that. If you're going to come into the spiritual world, come in correct. What I realize, a lot of you are stuck in other people's paths. And you're trying to fix this and you're trying to fix that, but you're behind other people viewing their lives. And you get caught up in that. And when you get caught up behind other people, there's no space for you because they'll take over and they'll let you stand behind them and do everything for them as they, take into all the blessings. Many of you, I see blocking your blessings. I see too many of you emailing me, asking me to do 10 different things, and you feel like all of it can be done in one skull, in one candle. No, you got to cleanse yourself up. You got to clear your mind out, remove the blockages, open your roads, and then you can start aligning yourself for love, for money, and for financial security. And what's most important is removing the negativity. I'm working with the eucalyptus today. It's great also for just getting rid of jinxes and curses and just people that keep constantly coming in. It's great to cleanse and clear away all of that. And it's great for my cast off evil candles because I want to remove those people. I want to keep them away. I want to block them out, and I want to bring back in some good happiness and positive feelings in my life, in my body, in my mind, in my heart, in my soul, all of that. You want to make sure you do everything you can do for yourself. Because too many of you are working spells for other people, and then you drain yourself out. So it's like, damn, you're working on other people. You're draining yourself out. You're not giving yourself any kind of energy. Enough energy to where you can work on you. And that's where you'll see a lot of times you're not fully capable of working a good spell yet if you cannot work for yourself. The number one person you should be working for is yourself. You should be able to work a spell for yourself and kick some fucking ass. Not only just for other people. It doesn't make sense to me when you do that and put so much energy into someone else, something else, people, places, and things, and then it's like when it's time for you to do something, you can't do it. You got to be able to do for you first. If you can, you're the number one person you practice on. You work your spells on you first. You need to see how much you can do in your life first, and then you could decide, you know what? Then I could do this for other people. But you can't just call yourself a spiritual worker because you're working for other people. No, you can't, because you can't do shit for yourself. You can't even save yourself. So how the fuck you expect to save other people? How can you cleanse somebody? How can you bring an abundance and prosperity into someone's life if you don't have that? If it's not even sitting well in your home, if shit in your home is fucked up and your relationship is bad, you can't control the kids, your family members ain't talking to you, and then you're going to say, oh, I'm a spiritual worker. Hey, everybody hire me. I'm going to help you get your shit together, but my shit is fucked up. That cannot exist. I'm working with the bay leaf because bay leaf is great for protection. It's great for keeping people at bay, far away. Just like anytime you feel like people are coming too much at you and it's too many negativity, bay leaf, the eucalyptus is great for that. You can also work with the hyssop as well to clearing and cleansing that away. You can mix all three of those in a bath as well. You can also make yourself a bay leaf tea with eucalyptus and add some ginger to help to clear you out and protect you. Not too heavy, minimally. Maybe once every 10 days you can drink it, and then you can add a little bit of lemon juice inside of it. It's going to be a bit bitter. I'm not telling you it's going to be the best tasting thing, but you don't want to add too much sugar to it. You don't want it to be sweet. You want to drink it, clear you out, and you want to keep yourself cleansed mentally. You want to work those little skulls that I show you how to work. Whenever you're working a skull, work in an increment. Your prayer should be general for any spell that you do if you are unsure as what to say. So you'll light the white candle and you'll say, may my mind, body, and my soul spiritually be cleansed. May I be able to remove all the blockages mentally afflicting me, stopping me from moving forward, and spiritually holding me down. That's a general petition for that. For the cast off energy, depending on what's happening in your life, I still feel you should go general. Don't go on too much and say, I want to stop smoking cigarettes. I want to stop hanging out with my friends. You want to light the blue candles right after, right? And you're praying to whomever you believe in. If there's a certain deity that you believe in, if there's a certain spirit that helps you, if you want to work with your ancestors, you can do so. You can pray to God, you can pray to Jesus, you can pray to Allah, whoever is in your life and you feel that has been helping you to guide you and your creator. Whoever you want to call, that's what you do. Now, some of you do not need to necessarily pray to anybody. You can just send your spiritual prayers out. I tell you a lot of times, learn how to work magic without calling upon the spirits, without asking them for the things that you really don't need at the moment. Because sometimes some of you get so used to calling upon the spirit, oh, I need this spirit for this, I need this spirit for that. Then what happens when they don't do it for you? You get yourself fucked up. I taught myself to work magic without calling upon any spirits. The spirits came to me. The spirits come to you because they feel like you both need each other. They need you, you need them. And together they stay in your life and they help you to spiritually change the things whatever it is. They help you to create that change in your life. And I want a lot of you that are new to magic to understand that you should be able to work your magic and work your candles with your oils without calling upon anyone. Without calling upon, this spirit for this spirit for that. Work it with your hands. See what you can do first. That's what makes you not even a spiritual worker. That's what spiritually makes you great. Because a lot of you are not spiritual workers. A lot of you work for yourself. A lot of you are good too. And I tell you that because I get to speak to many of you on Saturdays. And you know what you're talking about. It's just you've been guided wrong. You've been watching too much fucked up shit. So a general petition to working the cast off candles. And let me see. So you will say, you light it, right? May I cast off this evil, negative energy, the wickedness, the unknown that has blotted out my life, my mind, my heart, and my soul. May you help me to remove it, to stop it, and to help me to grow spiritually as I send away and cast off all the evil people, evil energies, evil entities, just evil period in my life. And help me to clear it up. That's something simple you can say. And then for the negative energy candles, I don't want you to write on them. I don't want you to write on the candles for the negative energy because a lot of you don't know where your negative energy is coming from. You can write on the cleansing candle. You can write your name and you can write your date of birth. You can write your name and date of birth on the blue candles as well. But for the negative energies, I want you to just keep them clear with oil. When you use my negative energy candles and you're using the oils, you don't need to do much on them. You want to rub them from the top down. You want to send that negative energy off. You want to just repel it. A lot of times you don't know where it's coming from. You have no damn idea where it could be coming from. A lot of times it's coming from the closest people to you. And I feel like a lot of you, when you find out who's really working on you, you still are kind of confused as to, well, damn, why would they do that? What did I do? You don't have to do nothing for people to work on you. I've said that so many times. You honestly don't. You could be living your best life and people just want to come in, interrupt you, fuck with your business, fuck with your money, fuck with your home, fuck with your family. You just don't understand sometimes what people are willing to do when they are living hell in their life, in that body. So they'll come in and they'll fuck with you and they'll try to take over. And they'll send so much negativity to you, so much negative energy. Even when you're protected, what I see happen a lot of times, and I mentioned this in other videos, is that you start feeling the remnants of energies coming to you. You may be protected, but certain thoughts, you just start feeling real edgy. You just start feeling real negative, and you just start lashing out on people. That's how you know people are sending things to you. That's how you know when people are starting to work on you. People are envious. They're jealous. That's life. That's just what it is. You know that already. So expect the unexpected when it comes to human beings. What more can you expect? Like, seriously. It's like you going out into the wild and trying to feed a fucking tiger and expecting him not to eat your whole hand off. Well, you know he's a wild animal. I mean, what did you really expect? For him to lick you in your face? Huh? And roll around with you in the grass? No, he will fucking kill you. He will eat you alive. Expect that with human beings. Expect them to eat you alive when they can't get what they want. It don't matter how much you have fed them. They will turn on you. It don't matter how good you've been to them, how much you did for their kids. People will turn on you. So from now on today, treat people like they living in the wild, like they're wild animals. And expect them to turn on you sometimes. If you can accept and live your life understanding that people are going to turn on you every now and then, I think your life spiritually will be a bit better. Because you'll know what to deal with. When you light the gray candles, pray and ask for the negative energy to be repelled off of you, to be removed out your home, out your heart and your soul, and to go away from you and stay away from you. A lot of times I feel like when you guys start working spells, you start thinking about so much of the heaviness in the past and what people did to you, and it kind of messes you up. It messes up the spell too. Whenever you're working on a spell and you over worry, you're going to mess that spell up. You're worrying too much. And even if you have someone working for you and you're constantly emailing them, constantly calling them every day, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? That is not good at all. I tell you how things happen. I tell you how changes remotely happen spiritually. And I also tell you sometimes shit don't happen at all.
You'll see stages and periods where you work spells where nothing moves. And then out of nowhere, something happens. And then sometimes nothing happens. That spell, it didn't move as well as it should. There may be blockages still popping up. And or that person has themselves aligned spiritually. They're protected by certain deities and saints. And you can't touch them. You can't do nothing. You have to work another way around them. Work under them. Break through. Ease in. There's certain cracks around people that they leave open. That's how I get into certain people's lives when I work on them. They always leave cracks open. Always keep yourself sealed. I tell you that all the time. Protection spells, sealing spells, cleansing to remove and send away. And this spell is perfect. All of this stuff is available at my website. Once again, I'm going to say you're going to need a negative repellent oil, cast off energy oil, a cleansing spell candle, 2 cast off evil spell candles, and 2 negative energy candles. You're going to need some white sage. My sage is still burning down there. You're going to need some bay leaves, which is great for protecting, casting off evil, and just warding away certain people's an enemy and just pushing them away. And then you got the eucalyptus leaves, which is great for cleansing and clearing away. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you have a blessed day.